All right, we are back into the draft of game number 2, Rochester Institute of Technology versus UC Davis. It is going to be Rochester on the Radiant this time around.
Yep, but the same band from good old Davis here, going out with the tiny band first. They do not want to deal with the hero. I really love the new tiny, honestly. He's so flexible in the way you can build him. You can go like for like a magic tiny build where you kind of go the same build as before. You max toss and avalanche, and just put 1 point value point into your E just to farm, and then you go for the blink dagger and stuff like that. Or you can kind of go for the carry build where you max the tree grab and then just go for the Sanju and Yasha and just start farming up a storm.
I like that he can now, he can, obviously hit a bunch and then throw a tree in the middle of his combo to get that extra hit out. Yeah. That it seems like everyone's always getting away with that one last hit left of HP sometimes.
Yeah, it's very true. I mean, it did add more like burst potential to Tiny, like as if he really needed one. He was already strong before when it comes to that kind of damage potential, but it did add to it, like, because as you said, they can even do like kind of Echo Saber combo without the Echo Saber. They can toss avalanche, hit with the tree, and just toss right afterwards. Yeah, because his attack speed is so slow, you can attack and during the backswing just toss the tree.
Bans coming out are identical so far. Shadow Shaman, though, Rochester just doesn't want to let him have it this time around.
Was there a Faces Void first ban last time as well?
There was.
Damn.
And it'll be UC taking the taking the Knicks for themselves this time around.
Good pick, honestly. RIT really used the Knicks so well. I mean, that was a reason I think RIT got so ahead, is because they're constantly able to control tempo of the game with that Knicks and Life Chiller combo, and that gave Dragon Knight all the space to farm, all the space to push, and that also meant the supports from UC Davis was super poor because they had to buy so many sentries.
Yeah, and as he said, sorry about that loud squealing. The Doom had a pretty rough start to begin with, and then he was, for the longest time, the ire of that Vendetta, Vendetta and Fest combo. Yeah. So that put him really behind.
Yeah, prevented him from being level 6 for such a long time. There was like 3 Dooms the entire game. One was used on Illusion. So, yeah, not usually what you want to see with a Doom in the team. Earth Spirit picked up, I believe that was last time on the Dire, right? That was not on the UC Davis last time?
That is correct. It was no. UC Davis did have it last time.
Yeah, so UC Davis had it last time. So actually, RIT having no, they had Bane last time as well, right? RIT had Bane last time.
Correct. Okay. They had the Bane Knicks.
They're all mixing up the supports here, so it's gonna be they're gonna keeping the Bane, but they're gonna trade the Knicks for the Earth Spirit. Why you guys don't pick something different? There's like hundreds of 20 heroes in this game. Goddamn. Speaking of, when are they going to add Dark Willow and Pangolier to the Captain's Draft?
That's a good question. They've been in there for quite a while.
Yeah, I think Pango, I almost understand why they're afraid. I think Mariska, Dark Willow can easily put into Captain's Draft. I think she's actually kind of on the weaker side, honestly. I would love to see some Dark Willow, honestly. I like the hero a lot.
Maybe only use her in some pocket strats. She's a great area denial hero.
Oh yeah, she is. That ulti is so good. I mean, not only the Bedlam, but Terrify. Terrify, I think, is like the big skill that the good Dark Willows start to use really, really well. It doesn't work the same way as the Fear on the Roar does, like the Lone Druid. Lone Druid's Roar makes the enemy run away with additional move speed. So sometimes you can screw it up and use it and let the enemy get away. But Miraska's Terrify makes them walk at the same speed. So it's like a stun, basically. If they want to run that way, they would have ran anyway. So it doesn't like let them get away from something they wouldn't have. And like landing like a 3-4 man Terrify is like a Ravage. It's so good. And that lets you set up a combo with the whatever time bomb is called, and then you can follow that up by place a bramble right on top of them. She's so fun to play.
Oh yeah, that's someone having not casted them because these heroes because they're not in the captain's mode. I couldn't name you their skills right now.
Yeah, I know Bramble Maze. There is
Yep.
Bedlam, which is the pew 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 pew. Shadow Realm is her like phase out, do
10
huge amount of damage,
seconds
and there is Terrify, which is her ultimate. I just can't remember
5
what her
seconds
time bomb is
remaining.
called.
Yeah. And then for Pango, I know Swashbuckle,
Yep,
but
that's
Radiant team
and then
Rolling Thunder. is
Rolling
the ulti.
Thunder, yeah, and Rolling something. or another.
Shield Crash is
Crash,
the bounce.
yeah.
Shield Crash. And Heart Piercer is his passive.
Of course.
Hey, we're
'Cause
not
it
bad
has
at this.
His own little. Well, you're not bad at this. I got one of those.
Okay. We'll do a quiz while the people are picking just for fun.
10 seconds.
You do
remaining.
Nyx and Jakiro. I'll do Bane and Earth Spirit.
What's the
5
quiz?
seconds remaining.
Name all the skills that Nyx and Jakiro has. I'll do Bane and Earth Spirit. You'll do everyone that the Dire picks. I'll do everyone that Radiant picks.
Okay, sure. Nyx has Impale. He's
Uh-huh.
got Mana Burn.
Uh-huh.
He has got Spike Carapace, and he's got Vendetta. Yakiro has the Dual Breath, the Ice Path, the Liquid Fire, and the Macro Pyre.
Okay, so Bane has Enfeeble, Nightmare, Brain Sap, and Fiend's Grip. Earth Spirit has Border Smash, Magnetic Grip,
Team
Rolling Boulder, Play Stone Remnant, and Magnetize.
I was gonna be a stickler if you didn't include that Place Stone Remnant.
I know you were, so I gotcha.
10 seconds.
Puck is a hard one sometimes. So because he has some ones you can
5
forget. So he has
seconds.
Illusory Orb, which turns into Jaunt.
His
I
silence.
forget
skill
his
has
silence.
Waning Rift.
Waning Rift. Yeah, there it
It's
is.
such a weird name.
Yeah. What's his face out
shift.
goal? He's
Isn't
called
it
Face
called
Shift.
Phase Shift, yeah.
Right, and that's pretty obvious. And Dream Coil, that one's probably the easiest one. Puck is a little bit hard one. How about Lycan? Lycan is because you usually don't really call his spells by their name.
Well, Summon Wolves is,
Summon
is a
Wolves.
pretty easy one.
There's Howl, right? That's his Howl.
Yep.
What's his passive
Team
called?
pick.
God.
Is it like
Who
Leader
knows?
of the Pack or something?
Isn't that Beastmasters? No, that is Lycans, yeah. Yes, correct.
I'm just gonna look it up.
It is. That is 100% correct.
Is it? Okay, cool. And then Shapeshift is
Shapeshift.
ulti, right?
Yep.
I call it like Transform so many times. No, it's called Feral Impulse. We were wrong.
Feral Impulse.
That's his passive.
I think his ult should be called Full Moon.
Oh, that's cool. But it's got to turn into nighttime though.
That might be a little
And
too
then if Luna uses Eclipse during full moon, he loses Shapeshift.
No, wouldn't that gain him his shapeshift?
Oh wait, so because Eclipse is actually the moon coming over the sun, right?
Yeah,
right,
it is a lunar eclipse.
right.
Or a solar.
For some reason, I thought it was a lunar eclipse because she's Luna, but no, it makes a lot more sense as a solar eclipse. What am I saying?
Berserker, Fissure, Enchant, Totem, Aftershock, and oh man, why? Fuck. Bleh, bleh, bleh.
the easiest one.
Echo Slam.
There you go.
10
So
seconds
Magnus, he
remaining.
has Empower, Shockwave, Secure, and Reverse Polarity.
5 seconds
That one's one
remaining.
actually you don't say very often.
Yeah.
You can just say RP.
RP. And it's also kind of a weird name for it.
Oh, do you know the crit? Do you know what the crit for Juggernaut is called?
Oh, I should. We just call it crit.
Yeah, we just call it crit, right? It's called Blade Dance.
That's right.
But it's so funny because both there's two skills he has that could be called Blade Dance, like Omni Slash and the Battle Fury.
5
Blade
seconds
Fury, sorry, not
remaining.
Battle Fury. Blade Fury, they came in both kind of like Blade Dance.
Those are exactly like a blade dance.
Yeah.
Radiant team battle.
Alright, Dragon Knight, he can breathe fire, he can Dragon Tail, he can use his dragon's blood, and then he can dragon form.
What is it called? You forgot one word in the LT.
Elder Dragon form?
Yeah, you got it.
10
Boom!
seconds
Alright, let's
remaining.
actually talk about this comp that they've got.
Yeah, so we have a very tanky comp here for the Dire side. They're stealing up the Dragon Knight away from RIT, so hopefully we do see a similar situation. Actually, they kind of got the same mentality as what RIT did last game. They got Nyx Assassin and Dragon Knight on the same team, so hopefully they can get someone that can gank with them. Of course, Earthshaker with a Blink Dagger will be able to help with that as well. Dragon Knight obviously want to push a tower whenever his ulti's up. Meanwhile, on the other side, we have RIT, the classic Magnus Juggernaut combo. When Magnus is good, when Juggernaut is good, you see this combo very often. Juggernaut, obviously a hero that already wants to get Battle Fury. Getting a free one from Magnus is perfect, and being able to use that during his ulti is even better.
Yeah, the RP into Omni Slash with Empower onto Juggernaut is a painful thing.
Yep, painful experience. So the difference here is that last time when RIT drafted this draft, there was really nothing over on the side of Davis that kind of deters a push, but this time RIT kind of has way to deter pushes from the Dragon Knight because of the Magnus. If Magnus has ulti and he has Blink Dagger, Dragon Knight has to be very careful, especially when pushing with Troll or Warlord, so they don't both get RP, because that could be a very quick end to that. And of course, over on the same side, our Davis kind of recognized that you need kind of like an anti-push. You know how people say the threat of the black hole is more threatening than the actual black hole itself? It's kind of the same idea, right? Just having Earthshaker with a blink is enough to deter people from pushing sometimes. And same for the RP.
So what's RIT looking for here? What do they want to go up against this Dragon Knight?
So a mid laner, I mean, we saw obviously Zeus didn't work out. You could take someone that can farm. You can take someone like OD, right? Someone who just wants a safe farming lane. Although I don't know if I want to play OD against Nyx. It's hard to like push a Dragon Knight out of the lane. So I think the best way to go is kind of go for someone that can farm and someone who wants a farming lane, like Tinker OD, but you don't want to play either of those against Nyx Assassin or Earthshaker.
What about someone that can just like control him, like Invoker?
I mean, Invoker is actually a hero that wants to farm lane as well,
Nyx,
right?
But Nyx, same thing. Nyx, of course.
Nyx hates intelligence heroes, so it's kind of rough. I mean, you can just take a lane winning hero. SF got banned, obviously. SF is actually great playing in Dragon Knight. He's like one of the only heroes that can like actually blow up a Dragon Knight in lane, and obviously SF is great against melee heroes as well.
Or what about an Ursa?
Ursa is actually not bad if they want to go for a kill lane, although Ursa is kind of out of the meta. But Ursa also does synergize with Magnus as well. Would love to have the Empower on himself. They're thinking about it really hard. This is a kind of a hard pick here. They can just go for the Queen if they want, just have a reliable mid lane. Oh, they're literally last second pick.
Oh, Viper, of course.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it's safe. Doesn't have the problem against Nyx, but of course, with this draft, actually, they don't have to necessarily even close out this game very fast with the Viper on their team, because Juggernaut Magnus is strong enough to be able to carry pretty much anything, as long as everything doesn't get too far behind, that he can tank up and frontline for his team.
Yeah, and even though Empower is typically associated with the cleave, it still does a pretty significant damage amp, so Viper can get a lot done very early.
Look how ugly a Dragon Knight set is.
Oh, that's horrible.
Like Dragon Knight has so many cool sets.
What kind of loser 57 has that?
Yeah. He has so many cool sets.
10 seconds remaining.
We got a golden gravel maw on this Earthshaker.
5 seconds remaining.
Bling bling. We'll be seeing some golden fishers.
Jakir Oath has one cosmetic.
Oh, name Troll Warrior skill. He's hard.
Oh, Whirling Axes, obviously.
Yep.
Battle Stance?
Nope.
No,
it's called Berserker's Rage, I believe.
That's silly. Fervor and his ultimate is Battle Trance.
Yep, you got it.
There, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, the Berserker's Rage is the weirdest one, because the switch stance or whatever would make the most sense. But yeah, it's something cool sounding instead.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have UC Davis on the Radiant this time. As I said, it will be, or sorry, it's RIT on the Radiant. What am I talking about? Eradicate will be on the Juggernaut this time around. We got Wirt playing that Bane again. Doggy will be on the Earth Spirit this time around. RIT's on our Magnus, and finally, Evidin playing that slimy, flyy, gross thing.
Over on Davis' side, we have Loser 57 rocking his Dragon Knight with that shading helmet. Troll Warlord being played by LeBron James, going to be doing some Duncan. Speaking of Duncan, we have Earthshaker being played by a Chinese player. We have Biology playing Jakiro, and finally Chocobo playing the next assassin.
Do you think maybe his name is actually Chinese biology? It's a different study of biology.
Actually, in the post-game screen, he had a different name. In the post-game screen, he's MZ Pig. So we can call him Pig if you can remember that.
That just sounds rude.
Yeah, right?
Here comes the pig.
Ooh, Doggy in the mid lane finds a observer rune for himself. So it's nice 100 gold there, refunding his entry word already.
Got him.
Ritz in the top lane gets chased away. He actually gets impaled as well.
Wait, I'm confused. Click on the sentry ward.
In the mid lane?
Yeah.
Yeah, what about it?
What buffs does it have?
It has observer ward and sentry ward. Yeah, that's weird.
I've not noticed this before. I'm gonna have to check next time a sentry goes out.
Yeah, well, why does it even have these buffs anyways?
It must be because... Maybe because the sentry, or the observer ward is within range of it? I don't know.
Maybe observer ward grants them invisibility, and sentry wards grants them the true sight. That's what the buffs do.
That seems about right.
That's just my theory. So bot lane, Earthshaker might be in a little bit of trouble here.
He's gonna get the boulder onto him. Took a significant amount of damage, and he will make it out, but he's gonna have a bit of a rough time here. Not doing the creep block thing to get his first level 2, so he is suffering because of it.
Yeah, Earthshaker can do quite well in the off lane if he can get his soul ring up in a decent time. But yeah, not doing that creep block.
Doggy rolling in on the loser. There they go. They get the boulder right away. Now Evident's gonna start shooting away at him. Doggy is just body blocking him up so hard, doing everything that they can. Dual Breath is gonna come out, and they get the first blood. Evident gonna take him down with that poison damage.
Yeah, speaking of, I mean, we were saying there's not a lot of heroes that can kill Dragon Knight in lane, but a Viper with a Earth Spirit helping you out will be able to do it. It's so weird for me to see Viper not cast poison attack every attack, and I'm like, Evident, why aren't you casting poison attack every time? You're like missing out on damage and slows, and I realized I think it's a cooldown now. 6-second cooldown. I always forget.
That's wild.
Of course, it does go down to 0-second cooldown at level 4.
Yes.
Yogi finds himself a double damage rune going into biology right afterwards.
Rolling up, he's gonna eat a dual breath and walk away slowly. It looks like he wants to make his way to the top, see what he might be able to get done against his top lane.
So from the mid lane, biology, trying to help out loser a little bit here.
Earthshaker taking quite a lot of damage from Wirt. It's gonna take 2 right clicks to get him. He will be able to hit.
The range creep.
Fissure.
One more.
He's making his way away. He got a little bit of regen and he's running. He's actually not gonna die. That was close.
That range creep almost killed him. But of course, I believe range creeps do piercing damage, which does like no damage against heroes or something. Like they do like reduced damage against heroes, but they do increased damage against creeps.
It's so strange that with like how they got rid of composite damage and all that, that they didn't get rid of siege damage. I know that they got rid of a few of them, but there are still a couple strange ones remaining.
Yeah. Mid lane is gonna be rolling.
And a kick back on the loser. Firing away as much as they can, but Impale is going to hit onto Evident. Evident now has to get away. So wisely, the Spike Carapace doesn't trigger any damage. Doesn't trigger any stuns.
Yeah, Evident now the one. Actually, has 2 salves in his inventory. I don't even know why he isn't sipping on them right now. There he goes.
Just to make you angry. Well, Chocobo, he's got a Clarity running and he's up in the jungle looking for a target. Doggy is going to get seen. Oh, that's going to be a boulder forward. There we go. Kicking Jakiro back under the tower. He will eat quite a lot of damage from that. Doggy may go down. Fairy Fire and Impale going to get him now. Biology ticks down to that poison attack.
Speaking of, like, you got like cool name sounding stuff like, you know, Nether Toxin, and even naming like the Troll Lords like Switch Statical Berserker's Rage, and then you got Poison Attack on Viper.
Hey, it's better than the old Slardar names. So what is he doing? Okay, that's what the name of the skill is then.
Yeah.
Sprint.
The only problem was that his stun wasn't called stun; it was called crush. That was the only thing that was a problem. You know, Eradicate finds the Earth Spirit, Earth Shaker rather, somewhere. I don't know where that happened.
But they ran him down with a setup from the Nightmare.
Yeah.
Pale and Fissure are going to get stacked up a little bit, so Work is just trying to run his way away. He uses his tangos through the tower to get back under. He's got to be careful. Oh, there we go. Chocobo now in a lot of trouble. He gets, he just gets spun on.
He's getting a little bit too greedy for that. Definitely not at a place to be able to dive towers, especially with no nukes available to him. Also, Bane, a pretty tanky hero, very fast as well.
Now they're going to be able to get the Earthshaker as well. No, they get a Fissure onto 3, Impale onto 2. Lots of damage. Bane, once again, is just surviving, though. They've got a healing ward out. They're going to be able to keep it alive. Yes. No kills in exchange. Evident, kind of low on HP right now, but he does have 12 wand charge. Loser going to keep the, the breathe fires flying into his face. Rude.
Yeah. Very nice, hard to lane against.
Dual breath onto Earth Spirit. Doggy is going to try and roll away. He kicks a boulder and he's out into the river. One more right click will do it though, and it was in the air. In the
Eradicate is diving though.
Trying to go into Chocobo. Now Loser, he's got a haste rune on him. We'll be able to find Eradicate. Eradicate uses the Omni Slash, but won't be able to survive this. Wirt somehow still alive, starts running away. He's going to get chased down by Loser. Very slowly though. He's not doing a ton of damage right now. There we go.
Apparently you're missing on the overlays.
Oh, of course. Whatever, y'all didn't need him. It's 1-0, I got you.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So...
Oh, and
yeah, Eradicate a little bit awkward there. Yeah, the Omni Slash being used quite late there. He took a lot of turrets before the Omni Slash went out. I don't know what he was exactly waiting for. Also the Mango for that.
The Earthshaker, they're going to start spinning up on him once again. He will go down. Yes, one right click is not going to be enough. Chocobo immediately taking down the healing ward, but that gets Eradicate out from under the tower.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Mid lane. Even will just man up.
He broke Dragon Knight, so yeah, he's absolutely able to fight up into Dragon Knight when he's able to take out his passive.
Yeah. -6 health regen and -6 armor while he's standing on top of that.
And you know, Dragon Knight is really built around his dragon blood. So
Kinda, yeah. I mean, the hero is pretty mediocre without it. He just a carry that doesn't do any damage and doesn't tank either, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty lame. So this Earthshaker player, last time playing Doom.
Oh my goodness. Evident is fighting away at Loser right now. He's going to be able to get the Nether Toxin out. He's chasing him down, but Wirt casted the Nightmare right as the Viper Strike was coming out.
Oh yeah, Bane getting caught now though. Very low health. So let's right click him down. Going down to the wrong way in the escape.
So yeah, Loser was spared that Viper Strike. It actually didn't affect him at all.
Oh, that's unfortunate. They just layer with Nightmare.
Yep. Right in the invulnerability period.
Unfortunately, he can instantly cancel Nightmare as well. I guess he just forgot about it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Doggy's got an invis rune. He's gonna try and chase down Loser. Wants to keep eyes on him. They know he's headed bot.
Yeah. Invis almost running out right now. Loser wants to get killed in the bot lane, this looks like. Still hasn't been able to take a tower with this Dragon form. And this Earthshaker still struggling quite a bit here.
We got Dragon form up. Fissure not gonna come out. They already knew this is coming, so they're back safe under the tower. Gonna call for TPs if they need them. Already pulling in the Air Spirit here. Magnus just
Yeah, I think they can easily defend this.
Magnus is in the off lane. No blink yet for him.
Yeah.
Of course, only 9.5 minutes, but he is having an okay time. Level 7. Not enough mana. They're going to start chasing down Juggernaut. Juggernaut does have a Omni Slash if he wants to use it. He's spun up, trying to go onto them. He's able to get Chocobo. He eats an Impale, but back. They're just kind of splitting targets right now. They got to be really careful.
I crashed.
Dragon Knight, Eradicate. Alright, I will keep this going while you come back. Eradicate's just going to actually TP out of there. It looks like they're sacking this bottom tower. And once you get this many heroes, this is absolutely what you need to do. We've talked about this many times, but more Radiant heroes have died in this little patch right here than need to. Because once they push on this, it's really a death zone for you. While that's going on, LeBron James is actually taking the top tower. Evan doing as much as he can to the mid, but RIT just not going to get too much out of this.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is falling. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Alright, so where are we?
Right now, LeBron James and Loser are going down the mid. It's about 11 minutes in, and they are already taking their third tier 1 here. We're gonna chase down Doggy. Nightmare used onto Troll Warlord. Trying to fight. Here we go. He's got his battle trance up, and they are just wrecking away. Viper trying to go for the deny. They get the Viper strike into Dragon Knight. Magnus is here. He's already used his RP, but they're using the Fiend's Grip into Jakiro as well. Approaching the 12-minute mark. Magnus, he's got his Blink Dagger queued up, but not quite there yet. So yeah, right here at
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
12 minutes exactly. He's about another 1,300 gold away.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I guess meanwhile Eradicate did manage to take that bottom tower there.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So this time, I mean, the Dragon Knight team not doing as well as the last game. Obviously, Dragon Knight won't be taking the tower for some time himself, and he has done so far so well. But as we see, last game the difference was the fact that Davis could not really keep up the tempo that RIT was pumping out. This time, RIT, responding with taking their own objectives whenever they lose one as well. This is what I'm talking about, making sure every single time you lose something, you take a fight back onto your own side and try to even out the game, so you never fall super behind. You can see in the net worth right here, no one's especially ahead. Even the graph right now is very, very, very even.
Yep.
No team being able to get even a 1k lead right now. Less than 1k lead going over to the side of Davis. They have smoked up, looking for something in the Radiant jungle. They find Ritz.
They are able to find Ritz, yep. And the Fissure comes out, he's stunned up. Beating away at him. Shockwave, he's going to be able to skewer down to the low ground. And he's making his way out. This would really put him behind for his Blink Dagger. If he were to get hit here, they're going to be able to kick him away. Up to the high ground he goes. Bane is going to be the target instead. He gets caught out. Now, coming up at the 14-minute mark, it looks like Davis will be taking another tower for themselves. So this is going to be fourth one claimed right here. Not quite down at the 14-minute mark, but they're beating away at it. Battle Trance gets used, and there they go. Fourth one claimed.
Yeah. And this team pushes so fast, and they're giving the opportunity to top lane now.
Viper's caught out 3 people, just absolutely crushing him. They get a boulder smash through onto Dragon Knight, but Doggy gonna be TPing away. They didn't have anything to stop him.
And this is I think where having a Viper in your team can start draining you down a little bit when he starts feeding away kills. I mean, right now it isn't at that point yet, but Evan's gotta watch out a lot here. I feel like I see Viper kind of get a little bit overconfident after the Juggernaut might find Earthshaker.
Gets the Omni Slash out onto the Earthshaker and just blows him up.
Yeah, nice solo kill. Yeah, this Earthshaker has been struggling so hard. Still only a mana boots and Magic 1 right now. He's looking a lot like a support. Still very far from Blink Dagger if that's what he wants to go for right now.
Yeah, he is nowhere close to it. We're dropping a sentry over here. Oh, and immediately Chocobo's gonna walk under it. They use the Fiend's Grip straight into him. Here comes the rolling boulder. Gotta be really careful. They keep him.
Damage.
Oh man,
Yeah,
these guys just destroyed. Nyx is pretty weak if he can't get a Spike Carapace out.
Yeah. That silence from Doggy was on point to make sure there was no layering on the stun there, and the Brain Sap definitely enough damage to kill Nyx.
Both teams looking a bit defensive right now.
Yeah.
Magnus, not very far out. He's got Wirtz behind him. And they are going to venture out on the other side of the river. They're going to find Loser, but they're going to find a lot of people, so they've got to be really careful here. Nightmare used out on the Dragon Knight, and that's going to secure a retreat. Ritz has got his Blink Dagger. Oh, Boulder Smash into Nyx. We silence up once again. Finally does get that Spike Carapace out, but it's not going to matter when Blade Fury's coming out. Evan tries, or
1v1 Stroll.
Yep, LeBron tries to fight up against Evan, but Evan is able to just take him out with no fervor being able to get up because he's broken.
Yeah.
That's probably going to be a pretty tough time.
Oh,
that's such a big change.
Yeah, there's no way you can find up against Viper as Troll if you're standing on top of that goo. That's huge.
The icky sticky.
Yeah. And Eradicate is going to be able to take down this final tier 1 here standing for Davis. Yeah, I mean, Evidence still doing very good on this Viper. What I was saying before, sometimes I see a lot of Viper players do well in lane, and they get a little bit too overconfident and don't realize their hero is starting to kind of fall off. And still play way too aggressively and then kind of throw away that lead. But Evident still playing very composed here, 7-3-0 on the Viper. And I like to see this. He's going for a very defensive build here, going for a Helmet Dominator into a Veil of Discord. To augment his mag damage and just tank up basically, because we know basically all the damage coming out here from Dire is going to be physical damage with the Troll and the Dragon Knight being the cores here. There's going to be some mag damage that comes out from the Earthshaker, sure, and a little bit from Nyx, but his corrosive skin is going to be able to deal with that. Mid lane, they find Jakiro. Small kill, but kill nonetheless, and especially on Jakiro, who can lay down Macrofire to... Oh, Nyx might find Evident. Yeah, they might want to transition this into a push if they can.
Yeah, Magnus is right behind him. He knows not to go after that. LeBron James, though. Oh, Eradicate's going to get found. They get the Impale. They need to just keep him locked up, stunned, or else he's going to get... No, actually, his Omni Slash doesn't even get out. They're able to put the Nightmare on a Troll Warlord, and he's going to make it away.
Oh, that was super close. LeBron didn't use his battle trance immediately. I think if he did, he might have killed him there because using battle trance ASAP is very important because it lets you get more forward stacks at the earlier phase. So unfortunately, I think I'm not sure if his Masking Madness came out either.
Doggy is going to kick Chocobo. And now they're going to be able to find him just as his Spike Carapace is wearing off. So Evidence going to try and chase him down. They've got the Q on the ground. RP onto 3 once again. Rit's putting the damage in, and there's the Omni Slash into the RP. They just decimated that team. And now, oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah, incredibly well played there. I mean, that's a combo we're talking about the whole time. Juggernaut with the Empower, with the Magnus RP there, catching 3 heroes. If you catch more than 2, you're a very, very, very happy Magnus. And easy kills for Juggernaut. And they're going to transition to a push because that led them right in front of a tier 2. LeBron James doing what he can to take what he can as well. Troll Warlord pushes like no joke either. He's going to go to tier 3 by himself before the fight comes out. And with Doggy rotating back in, LeBron James is forced back to base.
There we go. Now LeBron James TP's back. They still don't have Dragon Knight up. They're going to use the Echo Slam onto Juggernaut. Nightmare keeps him alive a little bit longer. He's running his way away, but he's just buying time. That secures the retreat for his team. No, it does not. They're going to be able to... Oh, yeah. They killed the Nyx. They got the Nyx out of it as well.
Yeah, well done. Trade Juggernaut for the Nyx. Davis is going to be happy with that. Of course, they even actually did more damage to tier 3 than RIT did, I believe. Yeah, like 100 more damage. Not really that significant, but still even doing more damage to the thing. Troll played that very well. That's a classic strategy. You split push, force someone to TP away from the push into the base, and then you TP back yourself into base, which forces a 5v4 onto the other team. And at that point, it's a very easy fight to take.
And Troll really should be able to outfarm a Viper, right? But he's sitting pretty close to him right now.
Actually, Viper farms pretty well now, thanks for that.
Oh, because another Toxin, of course.
Yeah.
Actually has an AoE skill.
Yeah, so yeah, Viper no longer a terrible farmer anymore. He doesn't have to only kill heroes. But I do love Evidence build. He's going for super cheap items. I do think this is the best way to build a Viper. Just go and stack cheap items just to capitalize on when he is strong, when he's in the early game.
Have the most power while your power is high.
Exactly.
Alright, well, Chocobo and LeBron, they're on the hunt. They're going to find Wirt.
Yeah.
Wirt's going to die.
Unfortunate victim. Ooh, and then nice stun.
Juggernaut. Oh, RP RIT. Barely going to save their life. Into the Omni Slash. RP Omni Slash with the Empower combo. Once again, showing what it gets done.
My god. It really kick got bashed in the perfect time by the Troll Warlord, but our RIT coming in with the ultimate save there with the perfectly timed RP, saving his carry and turning that fight around. Now with the Troll down, it won't take more towers here. 40 seconds until he is back up. And Troll obviously the highest net worth in the game right now, and Dragon Knight falling quite a bit behind. There's not much they can defend, although there is Jakiro who should be able to lay down a Macro Fire when they come knocking in their tier 3s.
They'll be able to buy a little bit of time. They've got their Echo Slam back in 7 seconds.
Yeah, he's TP'd in as well. Yeah, they're okay with that. They're going to take that and then we'll back off. Maybe think about Roshan here. But that might even be a little bit greedy. We'll see what they think about it though.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of sad to see Troll. He's kind of a bad hero right now, isn't he?
Oh, they get a tail out onto Bane. They're fighting it up by the Roche Pit. Macropyre goes out, but they're not fighting on top of it. Doggy's going to try and roll away Evident. He's throwing some shots out. Buddy's going to get caught by the fissure. We got a skewer forward back away from the team and into the Viper Nether Toxin. They're able to get the Troll taken down to the, actually, Magnetized. Must have done that one. Lots of damage out onto Chocobo. Chocobo gotta make his way away. There we go.
Echo Slam was used that fight to take down the Earth Spirit, but they didn't have the damage to follow up even farther after that because Troll Warlord is dead. Of course, Dragon Knight's build right now doesn't really let him do too much damage. He only has Armlet and a Challenge right now. all the damage on the Troll Warlord, who keeps on getting taken down in these fights constantly, thanks to the fact that he can't fight on the Nether Toxin that Vipers keep on throwing down. And it's pretty nuts. It's 8-second duration and only 5-second cooldown on Nether Toxin, so it can lay down multiple of them.
Yeah, and it even really hurts Earthshaker by taking his stun away from his ultimate.
Yeah,
If he just
very
waits
true.
into it.
Yeah, if
Oh,
you
he's gonna-
lay down on yourself.
Oh, Earthshaker.
Yeah, Viper is no joke. This hero's pretty damn good. He did lose that kind of coveted like level 25 talent. People were saying, you know, back when he had like the like plus 30 armor or something ridiculous like that on his level 25 talent. People were like, oh, Viper, he's really weak in the mid game, but when you hit level 25, he actually becomes kind of strong again. Doesn't have that anymore. He gets 120 damage instead. So he should be able to pump out some damage in the late game. Of course, that's not what makes Viper great, but still, it's not bad.
Nether Toxin Silences isn't that bad either, though. Not too shabby.
Against certain teams, it's great.
Yep. Alright, they're going to make their way into the Roche pit. They are able to pull the next Nether Toxin down and just start beating away at this Roshan. Lots of red numbers coming up from the Blade Dance.
Which did get nerfed this match. It did lose 20% damage.
Yep.
It used to 200%, now to 180. Bot lane, Ritz, find LeBron James. Just get used up.
They're going to go. Doggy, he's going to find LeBron James. He's going to dust him up. Doggy taking a lot of damage, but once again, Ritz is where he needs to be. Gets the skewer backwards, and they're going to get Evident in there and beat him down while he is separated from his team.
Man, Ritz is such a hero. He just always comes flying in at the perfect time. Doggy was getting perma-bashed as well. Ritz just in time for that secure to push him into the Nether Toxin. And yeah, Troll Warlord in the Nether Toxin is a very, very sad boy.
Doggy set that up very nicely as well. He was pretty sure where the what route the Troll Warlord was taking.
Yeah.
He rolled in, didn't impact, but popped dust immediately, and it caught him.
Yep, he went fishing and he found that he got a bite.
He caught a whopper.
Caught a whopper.
Eradicate's just going to jump above the Macro Pyre, spinning up, hitting away at the tower.
He has Aegis, so he can take these risks. And of course, the good old healing ward. And there's the macro down now.
Fissure keeps him stunned up for a little bit. They've got the Echo Slam if they want to use it, but they definitely want to wait for some creeps. Eradicate's not really going up there with them. God, this Ogre Frost Mage is doing so much work with his Frost Armor.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
He takes
They go,
tower.
oh, they get a skewer into Nyx. Nyx gets a 3-man impale. Now they drop the Echo Slam as well into the Ice Path. Everyone taking so much damage. Doggy gonna go down as well. Eradicate manages to spin his way away. Viper, they've got, we're throwing out that Fiend's Grip, but he will be more of a distraction than anything. Omni Slash gets used up. There we go. They're gonna be able to take out the Nyx Assassin with it. But now Eradicate gotta get out of here. He does have that Aegis still, but he's lost almost the rest of his team. Actually, Evident is here,
Loser?
making sure that they pick him back and forth, back and forth. Loser, one more corrosive tick is gonna do it. Evident getting beat up. Juggernaut's just gonna leave him to it? No, he's trying to make his way completely permaback. He'll take the Manta Illusions and clean up these creeps. But they didn't get a great crack at the high ground. They still took the tier 3, so they'll be able to open up these shrines.
Great job by the Earthshaker with that, following up with that stun. Of course, that was all kind of set up. RIT, I kind of made a misplay there, securing the Nyx Assassin into their team. Of course, Nyx Assassin had a great reaction to Carapace.
He's gonna get beat up by LeBron James, but once again, Ritz with the RP is immediately gonna beat him up, and LeBron James goes down.
Well done. Choco wants his kill, but yeah, he's regenerated too much life already. But yeah, when Ritz impaled the Nyx Assassin in their team, and Nyx got a triple stun into the follow-up by the Echo Slam by the Earthshaker, that's kind of when that fight kind of turned sideways for RIT. But they were able to somewhat recover there, at least in the Juggernaut out, and I believe they got a 4-4-3, which is not bad. Although I believe 2k gold went over to the side of Dire. And Jordan Knight was able to get some of that as well. He really desperately needs to farm.
He's all there. They've already recovered that gold though. It looks like.
Yeah.
So itty bitty dip.
Yeah, it's the farming speed on this team. Magnus, Jug, just way too good at farming.
Oh, stun immediately out on the Dragon Knight. First hit bash. They're going to use another Echo Slam, and they've got a Fiend's Grip going as well.
Pretty good.
Now, here comes the Omni Slash. Oh, just trading. It's splitting the damage. Actually, the Earthshaker will go down as he gets up to the high ground. They're even able to clean that, the Jakiro. Now they've got a clean shot at these racks. As soon as they get some creeps, there they go. They've got him now. Nyx Assassin going to get caught on the low ground. They kick him up. They dust him up. There we go. Shockwave gonna do it. We've got buybacks coming out. Dragon Knight and Jakiro gotta get back into this game. They've already got their Troll Warlord back. Respawn naturally. So now they're gonna try and stop this. They've already lost their barracks here in the mid. So RIT is gonna just wisely back up, and there's no chase from UC Davis. They bought back for this.
Yeah, buybacks claimed, and all that does, I suppose, is to prevent them from taking more towers. But arguably, they take the hardest racks to take. Mid lane racks gets taken. And Evan is still going aggressive on this Dragon Knight, but he's going to TP out. No, Riz there. Riz is always there. Why is this guy always there? To cancel the TP. Yeah, and Evan says attack now. That was Dragon Knight's buyback. That was a dieback. So they can easily push up here. Eradicate doing what he does best. Spinning up on the high ground.
They've got their creeps here for a little bit, so they got a minute before backdoor protection pops up. If they're lucky, they can take this tower. We got an ice path coming out. No, and now that the creature actually that will not go back to the catapult keeps that backdoor protection there. Nyx Assassin is going to buy back, and now they're on a last-ditch effort to try and hold this Troll Warlord. Nowhere to be found. He's taking a tier 2 while they're losing their base.
Yeah, I feel like he thinks he can't really do much here without the Dragon Knight, so he's trying to wait for the Dragon Knight to come back, which I think might be the wisest thing to do. They gotta try to take a 5v5, but Choco gets caught. This is not how you do it.
3-man Impale once again. As much damage as he can. He gets spotted though. They know where he is. They dust him up. They're just spinning on him. They didn't even have vision, just throwing all the damage out. All the AoE spells, all the ground targetables.
Yeah.
Now rolling roll forward. Jakiro's gonna get taken again. Loser now. Dragon Tail into the Juggernaut. Juggernaut taking so much damage. He is still alive. Oh, finally going down. Echo Slam gonna hit them. And now Wirt channeling up that Fiend's Grip. They're gonna get the Earth Spirit gets killed as well. Now Fissure into Wirt. Wirt trying to make his way away. He could get stunned up and killed by LeBron James, but LeBron James broken inside of that Icky Sticky. They cast the dust. Now he's gonna have to break his invisibility. They could get this return kill onto Troll Warlord. They should be able to pretty easily. It will cost them a Viper though. And now turning around on the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight is almost dead. Between Ritz. Oh no, he doesn't have Wirt there anymore. Ritz, one more shot. No! They're gonna be able to claim all 5, excuse me, of Ritz heroes. Everyone has buyback if they want, but a significant amount of structural damage was done here at UC Davis.
Great hold, 6k swing there, but still we see the money still going over to the side of RIT thanks to that structural goal that we don't really see on that post-fight results. And structures give way too much money. I mean, good thing because they should promote trying to finish the game. Again, very good RP from Magnus. I feel like he's always there when you need him. When Juggernaut was getting bashed up by the troll again, it was the Magnus was there to save the day, getting the RP on both the Dragon Knight and the Troll Warlord. Thankfully, though, for Davis, Earthshaker was able to back that up and use Echo Sound to finish with Juggernaut because the Juggernaut didn't go down. That fight could have turned ugly if he was able to disengage and heal himself back up to Healing Ward. But 13k net worth lead here for RIT, and it's going to be a very rough defense here for Davis if they are thinking of holding here. And Roshan Timer comes back up, minute and 40 seconds left on that. Doggy gets spotted. This might be a great start to their comeback.
Yeah. Doggy's going to be able to make it over the fissure, of course, because he is Earth Spirit and he is Gown.
Loser popped his Dragon Form for that as well, trying to get that range Dragon Tail. Unfortunately.
Oh, they're going to find Eradicate. Eradicate, he's able to dodge the ice path and now running away. He gets the his He uses a stun out onto RP, onto 3. Once again, Juggernaut still stunned up right now. Not using the Omni Slash, not able to yet. He's going to get caught inside of this Macro Pyre and taken down. He was locked down there so well. You see Davis running through these heroes of RIT. RIT trying to make their way away, but there's the 3rd kill. That went so well for Davis.
Oh my god, and they all bought back. RIT all bought back, so none of them have buybacks right now. But thankfully, all the creeps pushing in, so they can't take any objectives. This is why you push out all the waves if you can before you do anything, because even if you lose a fight with all your lanes pushing out, that means you don't lose any objectives.
Evidence to fight Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight's taking so much damage right now.
He lands a stun, tries to walk away. Troll's coming in.
Troll's coming in, but Doggy's here as well. They're trying to get Evident out of there. No! RIT, what are you doing? 1 by 1.
Yeah, they might be starting to throw this game here. This game's starting to look a lot closer. What was 13k lead is already a 7k lead here. They're closing the gap fast, and now the creeps are pushing as well. It's going to be 65 more seconds on the Viper. He does have buyback this time at the very least. And they might have underestimated their opponents a little bit, perhaps.
Viper's not a hero that wants to fight late game with an even net worth as the other team.
Yeah. Although I do think Viper will still be able to beat Thur Warlord 1v1.
Yep.
Thanks to that break. But still, they won't use a Rax here, it looks like, at the very least.
Dragon Form committed. This could be what they need to bait out a buyback. Unless they're just going to wait for Viper. Or they just figure they've already got... Here we go. Renegade jumps forward, and he's able to start killing Chocobo. Chocobo gets caught in a nightmare. Now, Dragon Tail onto Juggernaut. Juggernaut needs to make his way away. He's already used his Abyssal Blade. Another melee barracks is going to go down. Omni Slash finally goes out, and that is going to take down the loser. The loser dies. What a loser. Finally,
no buyback on the Dragon Knight either.
Well, here we go. Do you think they push straight off this?
Yeah, I think this might be the game here. Dragon Knight still doesn't have the buyback. And I'm not sure if Troll can hold on his own, knowing especially how weak he is against that Viper. Let's do the buyback status right now. Troll doesn't have it. He needs 1,400 more gold. Dragon Knight still needs a minute for his buyback. So if they can push right now, they might be able to find Mega Creeps right now.
Yeah, none whatsoever. No buybacks to speak of for Davis.
Yeah. Of course, Earthshaker, the only one with the buyback that committed just now. Looks like Evident going for Nullifier here. You might find LeBron James in the bot lane, although he has no way to like hold him still.
Yeah, he's just gotta hope LeBron tries to fight him.
Which I don't think LeBron will anymore.
He's at least able to stop him from pushing.
Interesting. So, I didn't even know this was a thing. Troll Warlord takes the Battle Trance Dispels talent. So I'm assuming Battle Trance. I'm assuming that's a strong dispel as well, so should be able to take down Viper Strike of himself and things like that.
Pretty much all he's gonna be doing, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure, I don't think you can like do it out of ultimate, like doing out of stuns and stuff like
Correct.
Ursa
like
can,
Ursa's.
you know. Yeah. So we might be just against the Viper there with the poison attack and the, I guess, Enfeeble as well. They really care about
Are
that.
they gonna find Wort? Are they gonna find Eradicate, man?
They smoked on top of a ward, so RIT knows this is happening. Ritz pops the smoke and blinks out immediately.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So Nullifier is finished up on the Viper, which should help keep Troll in that pool. Oh, LeBron James now won't get stuck in that pit. Instead, they find the Dragon Knight.
Find the Dragon Knight, they'll be able to blow him up. A stun onto Troll Warlord. Right? Oh, there we go. Troll Warlord gets the Roche, but they've got to be careful. Omni Slash comes out. They're able to pick up the Chikiro kill with that. Now, Ritz chasing down LeBron James. He wants to find it, but he is Shadow Bladed up, so they're not completely sure. Earthshaker not even able to get the the hint of a cast animation out before he gets taken down.
This might be the end here. Great nullifier usage.
Look at
LeBron
RIT.
James, he found,
He
yeah.
founds him. He founds him.
Yeah, RIT's always there in the right place at the right time, and now baiting LeBron James, preventing from TPing out. His ulti is up as well. He sees LeBron James with that shockwave. Oh, you will just go Warlord.
They just got the gems, so they're going straight in. Alright, that's going to be the first Aegis.
Dire's middle tower
Meanwhile,
Although
Evident is taking
Oh,
objectives
boy.
in base.
And now they've got the Fiend's Grip out, beating up Soul Warlord. Evident is in the base, putting the screws to the Ancient all by himself. Buyback on Jakiro is not going to be able to help him here.
is
Yeah, they finally take down LeBron James in the top lane. Yeah, Evident just keeping his eyes on the prize there, taking that, and even without him there, I don't think they could have came back from that. It was a hard fight either way. They decided to take the risk with the Roshan. Of course, a nullifier from Evident, preventing the BKB from coming out of the Dragon Knight, which kept them slowed in the puddle, which meant he didn't have armor, and that's got taken down by Viper. And actually, I think I learned a lot about how to play Viper this game. I seen this hero since the rework, and I haven't seen him too many times. Although I heard from some people who play him well, they can be very good, and I think Evidence shows how to play him properly. Build cheap items, pick him against teams that has a lot of passives they want to care about, and just push when you're strong.
Yeah, I was going to say the team lineup that he was going against really allowed him to shine.
Yeah.
Because these were two heroes that don't do a whole lot. Like they're pretty dependent on those passives.
Yeah, especially the Troll. Like Troll is like do or die by the Berserker's Rage and Fervor, because I believe it also shuts down Berserker's Rage passive components, which means he can't bash. Which
Oh,
like,
you're
really sucks
absolutely
as well.
right.
Yeah, so Troll World is absolutely shut down by Nether Toxin. So I think that final pick, Viper, looking very, very strong.
All right, before we start losing viewers, I just want to say, you guys, come check us out. We are doing the Epicenter XL open qualifier casting competition. We're going to be on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/DotaBrews. We'll be starting tomorrow at around, what time is it? 9 p.m. I think, Golgi?
Yeah, this is quite late.
Pretty late
so, yeah.
for Southeast Asia open qualifiers. We'll grab some sleep, and then we start at 10 a.m. Pacific time, doing all day Saturday and all day Sunday. Pretty much every game that we can get our hands on, so come check us out. You can also find us on Twitter at DotaBrews for myself. If you want to find Golgi there, he is at JTGolgiApp.
Yeah, just follow us on Twitter. We'll just tweet it out when we're going live
you'll
on the Epicenter.
Get pretty sick of all my tweets, probably, because I basically do every single game that we're doing. Now, if after this broadcast you're going to be brought Rutgers versus UC San Diego, that will be with Carlton and Golgi app. Next week, also join us for Stony Brook versus Alberta, New York versus UConn on that's Monday, Tuesday, Georgia versus Cornell, and UT Austin versus Georgia Tech on Thursday. Some other plugs. We are here with CSL, so if you want to get involved with our community, type !Discord in chat and come hang out with us. Follow CSL on Twitter at twitter.com/CStarLeague and twitter.com/CollegiateDota. You can also find us on Facebook, facebook.com/CStarLeague. And finally, we always want to give a big shout out to Twitch. Nothing but gratitude for the largest streaming platform in gaming to support collegiate esports. From PAX East and West and many more events, CSL wouldn't be what it is today without the help and support from them. So please go to their social media, go to twitter.com/Twitch, go to facebook.com/Twitch, give them some love, help them out, and then be on the lookout for cool opportunities to get involved with Twitch in the near future as well. So that is everything. I'm going to send you guys to the wait screen, and then it'll be a short break before we are back with Golgi and Carlton.
Yep, see you then.